Okay, I'm live. Let me see what I can do here. Anybody pops in, sorry, I'm kind of like trying to see what I got left. I still don't understand how I lost some stuff. I still got that. Okay, I need to send somebody a message so they don't freak out. Hold on. Oh, come on. Oh, why the hell did it do that? Excuse me. Back. I don't get it. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, people are actually in here. Oh, sorry. Pinworm. Barnaby, how you doing, buddy? It's been a minute. Gangster. Yeah, I got up a little bit later today than I normally do. I tried using that link that you sent me, but I think you must have already been out because it kept just, like was loading. But yeah, I'm just doing this stream because I am going to start trivia up again this Wednesday, at least one time. Yeah, I'm great. Actually, I'm glad I took a break. I mean, it's been over a month since I've streamed even a trivia episode. I just got burnt out doing the, just starting up that new channel. I thought I could handle it, which I did, but really I should have just backed off a bit. Well, if you want, well, actually here, I mean, I don't know if you want to jump on or not, Logan, or even Pinworm. God, I can't believe Pinworm. I haven't seen you for, geez. Yeah, because I just don't go to some of the channels you do anymore because I'm trying to separate myself a little bit, just to let things die down. I may go in, but I even thought to a point, I just made a post on my community tab that I was going to have a surprise, I think a surprise, kind of, not necessarily a reconciliation, but everybody keeps, hounding me about me and Joe. So I was going to actually ask Joe, if he'd want to come over for a little bit. I know he's got stuff going on with the storm and flooding, and which is sad. I mean, yeah, I've been through that with him before, but so I don't know if he'd be able to. But I'm not sure if he's got me, and maybe StreamYard or not StreamYard. DC has me messed up or something too, because I went to send him a message to see, and I don't know if he's got me blocked or I suck at searching on DC for people's names. There for a while, I had him on my friends list, and I wasn't mad at him when I removed him and a few others, but it's just like, man, I want a fresh start. I want, we don't, not just me and him, but several others. We don't talk that often, so I'm very OCD about like my text messages. I've got to clean them out regularly. I go nuts, literally. I'm not a neat freak or any of that, but for some reason I've got to have certain things organized, and it's definitely like even on Facebook, I've got there for a while I had like over 300 people, and I don't talk to most of them, so I just kept deleting people I never talked to. There's a few on there that on my friends list that I don't talk to because they've passed away. My one buddy that we were I was 5 years older than him. I was pretty much his big brother and fought all his fights for him. That's why I finally actually had to quit fighting. And I'm not bragging, but he passed away several years ago when he was 47. So he'd be 52 now. So actually he was 7 years younger than me, but he passed away 47 of cancer. And what pisses me off about that, I was in the hospital at the time because I was having an episode. 2 days after I got out of the hospital, I found out my buddy Toby passed away, and they already had the funeral. But I keep him on, sometimes it's hard, sing his name there, but then most of the time it gives me a little smile. Like Logan now is on my friends list over on Facebook, and I see all his posts going by, and it's like I got a smile on some of it for sure. But I appreciate Gangster. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming until maybe, unless I get really, really bored, probably till about 12:15, and then let, take a few minutes. And let Maud get her stream up and going, unless she's running late, of course. But I'm going to probably start like just opening up the streams either after, and I'm not talking necessarily right after, she gets done streaming, but may stream a little more sporadically. But I may have to talk to her about seeing if she's got a copy of those intros she made for me, or just make a new one. She's pretty good at that. Yeah, I think I just want one this time a little bit short. I want a long one and a short one, depending on if I'm running behind. I can just play the short one. If I'm, got plenty of time, I'll play the long one like I usually did. Because hers were like 3 or 4 minutes long, which I don't mind. But like I usually started 3 minutes before my stream, just so there's something going, some music, and then about 30 seconds into that, I usually take over and start streaming. Well, I could get back into this, the streaming stuff. But yeah, I actually had to finally jump into the Christian fish pond a little bit. So I forgot all about having the atheist bass hole. So I just, before I started streaming, I had to look for a largemouth bass. I don't do those little ones. I do fish for, small mouth, but yeah, big mouths are the king. Now, Gigi, are you still there? I imagine you are. Did you need to talk about something serious, or you just wanted to chat and pass some time, or because I don't want to blow you off by any means, sort of thing? Let me see. Hold on. Jesus. And I'm half tempted to go back to my Chromebook for streaming. I love it. It's so compact, and there's all my links are in there. I can't, for the life of me, get them exported over to my new laptop still. And now I may have to go buy another laptop because my V button is screwing up. It's very, very frustrating. Yeah, the computer's like probably a year old, and I call it new because it took me forever to get out of the boxes. I hate transferring crap over just for reasons like this, and I've been using it for a while, and for some reason my V button kicks to the side, and you got to hit it just a certain way for it to type. And I just thought I was being a lazy typer, but then I noticed last night there was a bump in it, so I turned my light back on to look, and yeah, because every time there's like if I was putting even or typing even, it'd be EEN. Kept thinking, well, what the heck is wrong with this stupid finger of mine? And it's not my finger, it's the damn button. Let me see. Appreciate it, Pinworm. I do. I'm not excited about it. You get to a certain age and you just, you lose that oomph to even have them or celebrate them. And I wasn't even going to stream a birthday one. I was over here thinking and looking, and I was in a discussion with somebody else, and they're begging me to start. And I just don't understand what the appeal of trivia is that bad. I mean, I like it, and it's fun. But it's like mine's so basic, and it's so, maybe it's just the gathering, maybe that makes it so great. But I'm going to try to get a hold of Beck. I haven't talked to him for a minute. He sent me a message the other day. I sent him one back. But I just, just to check on him and see how his work's doing, if he's still working, and if he still has Wednesdays off. That he could, especially if he wasn't working. And I just love when he's up here because I can just put the questions in, he reads them, or, just the energy off of each other. I love it. It's a lot like me and Joe had, after we finally got going, especially on our, what we're doing, like the response videos that we pre-recorded, because everything else we had done mostly was like live. But it took like the first one was good, but it wasn't that great. But it was like I can feel us getting our our mojo going and stuff. And with Beck, it was right off the bat. Of course, we both don't care. We say what we want, and one thing I appreciate about Beck, especially with the misgendering, um, he's the one that helped me finally break that where I felt like I was sinning every time I misgendered or getting 15 people jumping on you saying she's a she or whatever. And I understand I'm not mocking or minimizing the gendering thing, but to have 4 or 5 or 2 people, and that's where Beck finally got me to realize, as a biological male, you're going to have slips of the tongue. And the one that I really felt bad out of all the ones I've ever done in my life is because we were talking, we're kind of joking around, and I turned around and said, "Ma'am," to Beck, and I felt bad. I was pissed at myself. And Beck, without missing a beat, he said, "You see, this is what I like about Asshole. You can tell how he gets so upset, when he misgenders me, and all he has to do is just move on and go." But I've been, with some of the SN or SJNs where you feel like, oh my gosh, you committed a crime or you sinned, sort of thing. So Beck, I appreciate that man more than he'll ever know, sort of thing. And I'm wanting to do a few things. Not that I'm going to jump into a bunch of alphabet community topics, but there's a few that I want to do that I've been searching for. I keep pushing them back. But I want to, talk to Beck and even Jen. I love Jenny Morgan. She is God full of information, non-judgmental, just a lovely person. Really, she is. And get her take on a few things, and maybe I can soften where I'm at, because anything that her or even Beck say, I don't take as an attack. I take as constructive criticism, sort of thing. So we'll see how that goes and if it ever materializes. And that's why I keep pushing back the trans one. But I just know the trans one's going to turn into a dumpster fire, the trans athlete one. And that's not my intention whatsoever. Hey, Gigi, hold on, I'll get you on there.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, buddy, how you doing? God, you actually, when I got up and I seen your message this morning, I smiled because it's like, oh, somebody's thinking about me. That is great. Even though I was still kind of in bed with the puppy playing.
Hope I didn't wake you or anything.
No. See, I usually wake up at anywhere from 7 to 8 or 9 if I get lucky, because then Jack wakes up. He sleeps with me, and this dog has got the most patience I've ever seen in a dog, because he will literally lay there forever. And sometimes though I'll roll over and he's staring at me like, "Come on, get your fat ass up," or something. But generally we will just lay in bed for probably an hour, either playing or I'll pet him, or because a lot of times I'll have his head on my chest. But then sometimes I just get in this, okay, you're being a lazy butt, so we'll wrestle in bed. And my mom's room's just, she can hear us every morning, and I didn't realize this till the other day. She said, "Yeah, sometimes I'm in my room and I hear you guys wrestling, and I just sit there and listen to you two where he's trying to bite you and him growling, and you're laughing at him and calling him a crazy dog."
And yesterday was crazy.
Oh, it was everywhere. Anywhere I went, it seemed like things were just a little bit crazy. Because it was like the what we're looping. I guess his channel got shut down. He shut it down. Blah 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 blah. Then somebody turns around and says, "Oh, Mod's in there talking to Lupin about politics," and that. God, who was the other one that kept bouncing back and forth? Somebody else said, "Yeah, I was just over there." Maybe it was AJ that said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like it's just nonstop craziness. Maybe that's why I need my break from streaming and stuff.
Yeah. That's his second channel. I'm not sure what happened to his first. It got taken down. He said he put a review on it.
So he started another channel?
It had been actually, that channel was around before See Now and Know.
Oh, so it's kind of like an inactive one, then I'm guessing, something like that. He had a secondary one, but it just never used it, right?
Yeah, he used it a while ago. It was a long way ago, but it was his first channel. First time I heard about Lupin, it was he went on Mark's channel, Mark's show, defending Kent Hova on them, and
yeah,
he sits up about Father Charles said that he said he might have been a sex offender or something because he took something what Father Charles said out of context. It wasn't him; it was a friend of his.
Yeah.
Like not really a friend. Like he's a priest. People go to him to confess their sins type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that type of friend. And he thought it might have been Father Charles. And then Father Charles found out about it. He asked me to look for him, and I did, and found him, and he asked him to apologize or he sue, and
Oh
apologize.
God. Gonna sue him. See that? I mean, honestly, when Lupin isn't being a total tool, or he's a nice kid. I liked Lupin. And I
Yeah,
still appreciate him, wanting to take time out right then and there to pray for me, like in a DC video sort of thing. And I appreciate that. But I think he's a person. I'm not talking about spiritually lost. I'm an atheist. I don't care about that, Gigi. But um, I just think he's a lost soul, and I don't mean that as in a religious aspect, but he's searching for something, and I don't think he's ever going to find it over there with some of the people that he's hanging out. Not that I'm saying that he'd find it with me or anybody else, but he is looking in the wrong places. I think that boy craves love and attention, and I'm talking about positive attention, and he's just not getting it. And I think that's why he kind of acts out like he does.
yeah,
And I might be way off, but I'm hoping that's the case, because I like Lupin. I really do, even though he drives me nuts when with his taking responsibility for some of the stuff he does, or just wants to run away from a decent conversation
uh,
about it, I guess.
and when Aiden came on there earlier that day, he ended up fighting with Lupin. Uh, eh, I disagree with him about stuff like that. Where
Yeah.
he came on there talking about.
Yeah. It's hard to maintain, even if it was like, say, just a theist room.
Yeah.
Or even atheist room. I mean, I'll use me for an example instead of somebody else. I mean, even though I'm an atheist and doing the show with Joe or, some of the people over there, you're not always going to see eye to eye. You're not always going to be 100 on everything, just based on one belief, whether it's, okay, we both like the Yankees, or we're both atheists, or we're both, say Catholics, or, we both like hunting, whatever it is, there's still going to be things that are going to separate you. It's what you do with it afterwards. And I'm learning this more and more, even at almost 60 years old now, just like I don't feel bad or sorry for most of what I've said and done, with the split with Joe, or what caused it. I'm sorry about the way some of what I handle. Because I am hot headed. I respond first before I think, and thank goodness for Earl. I mean, many times, not just, once, but, and usually she'll send me a message, or I'll send her a message just to say, hey, or whatever. And it seems to be that time where I need her or somebody to say, just drop it, go on, yada, 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 and really it was like, I couldn't see that for myself. And it's just like, that does make sense. Because just the other day, I mean, I won't say what she says, but this is what I sent. Oh, wait, where's she at? Miss Earl. Oh, wait. I go, see, like I was talking about, I close out messages, but they still pop up. Who am I talking about? Oh, I killed Earl.
Why did you kill her for?
Allegedly.
Oh,
here we go.
Yeah, he's a good guy, but I just heard a lot of stuff I disagree with him about.
Right. And this was the 27th. I sent her a message.
Yeah.
I'm going to read what I sent her first before, just so I don't, reveal anything of her information. I don't think I did. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I sent her a screenshot of, this, because she the other day, it should have died down by now. I said, I still get the same crap when I go in a room with one of what I call the mafia. And I sent her a screenshot because I said something about, because Annoying newsletter was the one that introduced me to the term quilt bag. And I think you've been around a few times when we've joked about it, but I don't think I could ever use that term. To me, that would be kind of derogatory. But I was talking to him, it said quilt bag, LOL, and one of the mafia is like, wow, like making a big deal out of what I just said. And and this is exactly what we're talking about. And then Annoying calls and says, your mom's a quarterback. So we're also talking about football insults at the time. But I sent her, being Annoying, we're talking and joking about Alphabet Community. Didn't even see her come in, and first thing she does is, wow, funny she didn't push it. And then I turned around and said, I so want to do a stream showing Facebook searches for alphabet, whatever it is, like, community mafia. Let me see. I'm trying to remember off the top, the crew, the people, all of them, and websites, because there's like an alphabet community.com. That's pro the letters L, yeah, whatever they are. I'm not even going to try. And then etc. Then I said showing that many people in that community are also very bigoted, because they use that in their title. On the Facebook, I belong to 3 different alphabet groups just to get their feeling for it, because I was so into this for a while, just not trying to prove myself right, but it's like maybe I'm just being difficult. But then I'm gonna go ahead and say what Earl said. It's nothing bad. If she gets mad at me, I'm sorry, Earl. But she said I'd prefer to just let it die. Honestly, she said that, and I was okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Why couldn't I, decide that for my friggin' self without, talk? Hey, Chuck. Sorry, I didn't see you in there. I was reading.
Oh, Chuck. Yeah. Who I think really is a bigot? Yes.
I'm gonna say Jens.
Yeah.
I knew you would. So you got to realize there's a difference between, and you be you, dude. Seriously, I'm not going to be like anybody else, tell you what to do, what not to do, what you say. It's your channel. Not to cuss, whatever. I understand. And then also, if I've ever cussed and offended or said anything, and I think by now you understand, I joke a lot, so I don't mean a lot. But if I've ever offended you in any way, gangster, I do apologize.
No, you didn't offend me or anything.
Right, I'm saying, but I'm sure I will in the future too. So I'll apologize for those as they come. But yeah, I don't think Jens is bigoted in any manner. But both sides are on topics that are very sensitive. Very sensitive. Whereas one person, like I'll use Trump. Somebody says Trump's a bigot. Somebody will defend him, and somebody will not defend him, or a bunch of people will not. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, gangster. So if they attack you for your opinions, stand your ground. But in the same tone, allow them to have their opinion. That's where I've run into. That's where a lot of why I left Joe's channel is because I kept getting, I hate to say tech, let's say disagreements, about different things. And to me it's my excuse, no pun intended, but it's my God-given right to vote who I want for, I want, and not to be attacked, and have a discussion about it. But there's a lot of people that are so on both sides, far left, far right, middle left, wherever it's at, people are going to take things, because politics is a heated discussion, and this is why I try to stay away from these discussions.
Yeah, me too.
But in the same sense, Jens is allowed to have their opinion. If they think Trump's a bigot, that's his, prerogative. Whereas if you think that, say, Clown Mala is bigoted, you're allowed to, to have that view. Yeah, exactly, Chuck. Very sensitive. But if anybody wants to tell you who to vote for, what to believe, who to talk to, what term to use, I'm trying to throw it all in there. You be you, as long as you're comfortable and you're, what's the word? Not committed, convinced that you're not doing it to be, I'm not, I'll just use bigot, but, just to be a butthead. You're not doing that. That's how you truly feel. That's how you truly feel. If somebody else thinks it's a bigot, you being a bigot, then let them think that. But in the same hand, remember, if you throw the same term at somebody else, they're going to just sit there, and blow you off. And actually, a lot of times not you personally, people ruin conversations, including me, especially with my mouth. Great conversations are conversations that could be great or educating, because we all want to be right.
Well,
does that make sense?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I agree. In UK, I help save kids from abuse.
Right.
Yeah, horrible abuse, kind of. But that's who I'm going to visit next year. My friend from the UK.
I know you keep talking about that. That sounds like a great trip.
Yeah.
Just great. And those guys in the funny hats at Buckingham Palace, they may shoot you. No.
And don't say bridges falling down.
Yeah, London Bridge is falling down. I
Oh, and
actually would like to go see the London Tower. Ooh, excuse me, the London Tower. It's got such an ominous history. I think that would be kind of cool to see, where they used to do a lot of torturing, and they kept Queen Anne in there forever until she got beheaded, and actually two princes that were young that ended up disappearing, and they think they found them finally, you know, centuries later. I thought I was
would you
wrong,
like
but I realized what. See, Chuck, that's where I'm at.
what
I thought
happened?
I was wrong once, but I found out I was mistaken about being wrong. But hell, what do you expect? I was 5 years old. No, I can't be perfect my whole life, buddy.
Would you like me to take a picture of the
Oh, take all the pictures you can and post them everywhere, bud.
yeah,
That's memories for you. If you're going to go over there and spend that time and money and energy to see somebody, you better enjoy it.
yeah, go make sure to send you pictures of the London Tower.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. That'd be great. I appreciate it. If you get a
And
chance.
my friend actually talked to Richard Dawkins over Skype.
Really,
Yeah.
I got his autograph in one of his books.
Wow. Well, Brother Pike said he wants his autograph.
Really, yeah.
If I meet him, I would ask him for his autograph for Brother Pike.
Kidnap him and bring him over here, and we all have lunch together, whether he likes it or not. It's funny when Chuck's with his Trump 2024. Sometimes I'll even go in there when he's not around, and I'll sit there, drill, baby, drill, Trump 24.
Oh yeah. Uh. But yeah, you're right. So and what Ada said, he's a crazy guy. I don't. He's just a crazy little guy.
He needs to learn how to breathe and relax a little bit, because that boy's going to have a coronary before he's 20.
Yeah, he's a crazy guy. Uh, he I disagree about stuff, a lot of stuff, but he's still a good guy. He's a crazy
Oh
guy.
yeah, he is, but he thinks he's always right. You can't convince him otherwise, and it's just like, that's why I think it's funny when him and Bubblegum go at it, because they're both not saying much, in my opinion, and claiming victory, and how they chase each other off. I don't care. I don't want to chase anybody off. I'm going to have a discussion with them. I want to have them stick around.
And normally, he beats Bubblegum in discussions, but one time he actually lost, and he couldn't admit to it. What about the
Well, there's a difference between winning a debate or discussion in your head and actually winning and discussing the debate. All you'd have to do is watch the Matt Slick thing, and how they treated him, and they claim victory. And I'm not a Slickster fan at all, but that was what's wrong.
I remember him for a while, since probably 2008. I don't know. It's been a long time. I remember hearing about him from his ministry and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever listened to her story, or his, I guess you better tell you who it is first? That Max Slick's daughter is an atheist, and there was a big stinking to do about it.
Oh yeah, I did remember hearing about that a long time ago. But
yeah, I don't know if you've listened to her. She's actually pretty articulate. Also, it's amazing.
oh,
I don't remember Rachel Slick, I believe, is her name.
oh,
But
yeah. I heard about that, but I never actually seen her show or
yeah,
video or anything. And I need to. Here's this also other guy I remember seeing. He was in Steve Anderson's son, Simon Anderson. I remember him when he was a little kid up there preaching and stuff. And now I see a video of him all like in his 20s. He's like the oldest son. And wow, he's up there cussing to his dad and stuff. Not, his dad isn't there, but I mean, about his dad. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's just, I feel sorry for those kids. And I've seen a few people possibly, nobody knows what's really going on. But it's like, okay, wait. The last one I think you played was John, right? John's the one that was in the car talking to his pastor about all this, but his pastor sitting there, confirming everything John is saying, but yet telling him just basically to drop it, and it's wrong or whatever. But John finally got him, say, I think it was when he kept saying, well, call all my siblings, ask them, and the pastor finally, why can you say this, start with that I already know what's going on, I've already I got all the information, and basically agreed with John with the well, but you lose people when okay, you didn't do anything wrong, you're okay, you didn't say nothing wrong, blah 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 blah. But it's when you get to the but that things usually go downhill. I
Yeah,
mean, you should have stopped it, but
that guy, his pastor, is of course from the dad's church. He's one of
yeah,
those guys who co-hosts the debate between Steve Anderson and Ken, and those two are just his pastors, just versus Steve Anderson
right.
from mess up stuff he says.
Well,
Yeah,
and the one thing, I agree with Mark Stoney on this one. Regardless if Steve Anderson did this or not, he should be, or at least step down a while from leading the congregation. Because according to, I forgot where it's at, First Timothy or Second Timothy, I know it's in one of those. The qualifications of the church leaders, preachers, deacons, those sort of things, and just by the way because his house isn't in order at all. So he should at least have stepped down for a while, said, I'm going to take a break, get my family back in order, and, go from there.
yeah. Matt Powell said the same thing.
Yeah.
That crazy?
Yeah. And remember, I'm the atheist. I don't care either way what goes on, but I mean, according, to biblical leadership, that's the way it should be.
And it's shocking. Matt Powell came out against him.
Yeah. That's when I was too. If Powell would ever say anything negative against Hovid or a lot of other people, I'm just kind of shocked. So that's what's like, wow.
Yeah, he started out with Steve Anderson.
Yeah, Matt Powell's
Crazy.
another clown in himself.
Yeah, he's always a crazy, messed
Yeah.
up in the head guy. Especially hearing him yelling at people in the background and stuff. And at her time, he's just a crazy guy. We
Yeah.
met. He went on Brett King's show before.
Really?
Yeah,
I have yet to even catch a Brett King show. And I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, well, speak of him, his friend J Dub or John got
Arrested.
Yeah, is that crazy on live stream?
Well, what I thought was funny during that whole thing, because everybody was like making fun of, oh, look he's getting arrested, and the other people on their panel, whoever it was, that Van, whoever, or Vaughn, and then whatever, they keep on talking and don't even pay attention to this. And I think Maude said something, look at that, he's getting arrested and nobody cares. But then I'm thinking, okay, wait, Odine was just in the chat there, told everybody, today's my birthday. So I said, happy birthday, Dean. No one else said a word to him. So the same thing happened. They're not paying attention to, something going on because of something else going on. And poor Dean, here's his birthday and nobody's even paying attention to him.
Sorry for that. That was crazy. He got arrested right on train. And that guy, Vaughn, he's a crazy guy. He thinks he's the sorcerer. He thinks that he says he believes in the gods of creation, and he holds back the storms.
Sounds like Kate Kerr or Katie Cat Kerr, whatever her name is, the one with the pink hair and a staff that says she can hold back hurricanes.
Yeah,
that she's visited God or Jesus and just came back. She's a whack job.
Wow. And Von Helden also he said this, I guess, the place where they said for the New World Order, he said the gods of creation destroyed it. He's a crazy guy.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of it is. But this is the internet. Crazier the better.
What if we met that lady you're talking about and he talked to each other?
Man, let me see her. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture of who I'm talking about. Kat Kerr. I think that's how you. Yep, there she is. Okay, wait. Official site. Yeah, and I think she's a priestess or a prophet. I don't even know, because my buddy Punk Apostate used to do her a lot. I think he's doing Ray Comfort now a little bit. Okay, this is. Let me make sure. Yep, there it is. Well, hell, they even got a big old picture of her. And this is just her website. You can do a Google search if you really wanted to, but here I'm gonna put this in here. I don't. If you want to use it, fine. If not, but that's her website. But I'm trying to read through here real quick to see. Oh my gosh, okay, events. Something about her. Hear the latest about da, 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 da. Okay, I'm just trying to see if it says she's a priestess or a minister. Wait, there should be an about page at top. And if not, I have to go to the bottom. Maybe I can't. It's weird. Oh wait, home. Well, of course you got shop, events, headquarters, holy things, one quest, count about the author. Maybe that's what I need to do. Here we go, Cat Kerr.
I need to. He didn't try to bring up like Setter's tall people, so it's all right for independent women's sports. Is that crazy?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She believes in other dimensions like heaven, life, death. Since 1996, she has been caught up by the Spirit of God and taken on amazing journeys into the third heaven as well as hell. So she thinks she's actually been to hell and heaven. She lives and moves in the supernatural, gives her detailed understanding of how God, his angels, and even darkness operates today. So she thinks she's even specialer than a prophet, I'm guessing, with all that.
Well, do you think her and Vaughn should get married?
They should.
Well, yeah, but you're very right that day, Brian.
Saturday?
I think probably Saturday.
Okay.
But yeah, you're very right. I agree with Brian. You're a good young man. We're all proud of you.
Yeah. I want to grow up to be just like you, gangster.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm old. I'm 37.
Oh, I think Missing Mod just, yes, sir, ready? Okay. Yeah, I'm just, because I sent her Missing Mod a message to see if she was up.
Yeah, I'm 37. I'm very old. What do you think, Brian? You should know you're a genius.
I am a genius in my own mind. Ask me, I'll tell you. I'm streaming.
But you're a good young man, Brian. We're all proud of you.
Aw. Can't wait to my graduation where y'all buy me cards.
Oh, do you play video games, Brian?
Oh, yeah.
You ever
I haven't for a while. I'm kind of burnt out on them right now because that's all I've done since. So I went on disability in January of 2016. So like TV, movies, gaming, it just I got even YouTube really.
Oh, do you play Fortnite?
No, I have a few times. I don't have the reactions and the skills for that game. I play COD once in a while just because, and I still get wiped up. But yeah, when your eyesight and you're half a second behind shooting everybody else, you have a tendency to die a lot in streaming.
You're a good young man.
Yes, I are. I use mod as my model of being a good young man. Ta-da! Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go a few more minutes. I was gonna shut it down, but because I think she's streaming at 2:30. She said she's up and getting ready for stream. Oh, I just spelled cob with 2 B's. What a dumbass I am. Cobwebs. Oh, she's typing. It says Missing Mod is typing. It's all good. Okay. Anyway.
What, she went to another dimension where you and Maud are married?
No, I am never getting married again, regardless of who it is.
Well, it was yourself.
I would probably beat myself up every day. Shut up. Yeah, I don't think I'd get along with myself.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive because I like to argue and nitpick, and I don't know. Maybe that'd be my heaven. But yeah, because it's like my type when I date somebody. definitely have to have, be very strong-willed, because one thing that drives me nuts is somebody who doesn't know what they want. It's the whole, honey, are you hungry? Yeah. What do you want to eat? I don't care. Where do you want to eat? Then you go eat, say, okay, I'm going to go to Apple. We'll go to the Applebee's. Oh, yeah, okay, great. And then you leave, and it's like, well, I still think Outback would have been better. It's like, well, why didn't you say that? Because I could have done that too. Oh, well.
You ever been to Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah, I've been to Roadhouse. I've been to Logan's Steakhouse. I've been to Outback. I'm trying to think some of the bigger ones, the commercial ones.
I have my own steakhouse.
You do? Logan's Steakhouse, or at least in Indiana. Oh, wait a second. Let me see. We can make that your new...
Is Indiana close by Michigan?
Yeah, we're right below Michigan.
Oh, not too far from.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were in Michigan. Yeah, because I'm like, well, you know where Indianapolis is on a map, or if you ever do, look at Indianapolis, go west, and follow 74 to a little town called Crawfordsville. That's in my general area. I didn't think I took anybody's range. See, I swear, YouTube. I'm glad. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Gosh, do I even have this one up? Hold on. Yeah, because when I went to StreamYard a couple weeks ago, all my intros were gone, past tense. Oh wait, I might have copies of those on my Chromebook. Maybe I still do got a copy of those. I gotta check. I hope I saved them over there. If not, I don't have it. Wait a second. Oh, I'm trying to find Goobies. Hold on. Okay, we're live.
Well, Ron, I agree with you what you said the other day.
Yeah, don't ever listen to anything I say. Don't do it. Well, who else? Well, let me check the rest. Okay, Chuck still got his. Pinworm has his. Wait, Gangster Ghost don't have his anymore. What? Well, we got to change that. What the hell? How do these... Okay, you should have your wrench back. Gangster, Missing Mod has one. Oh, we're always fighting Mod. No, I didn't take anybody's. Gangster doesn't have his either. Oh, yeah, hey, I hope you... Well, type something. Make sure you got it now, woman.
Okay.
And you too. I just want to make sure that... I'm sure it worked, but sometimes I hit the wrong buttons. Maybe I just gave you my channel. I don't know. Oh, she ran. She's scared of me. She got scared. She got scared and run. No, she's like, no, I'll show him. I'm going to go take his ranch. It doesn't bother me a bit. Okay, where'd you go, Mod? Did you go to ass wipers? Yeah, 5 more minutes and I'm shutting down. There you go. You got yours back now, Gangster. All right.
Oh, thanks.
Which is weird because it doesn't even show that I have a ranch. Or maybe it doesn't ever do that. Let me see.
Not even you have a wrench.
Oh, no, I get the yellow box. That's right. I won't be blue. Okay. But on StreamYard, it just looks like I'm a normal Perskins. Okay.
Well, yeah. And he's just a crazy guy. What do you think of that guy, Dan?
I just think that boy needs to get off the internet for a while and take care of his mental health, in my opinion.
You Dan with a plan, with a master plan?
You mean the Paz father?
Yeah. He's a crazy guy. Yeah. I did like what he said to Aiden. And also same thing to Burger Pike.
Uh-oh. See, matter of fact, Aiden and Pike haven't been over here. So I was going to say, I don't think I gave Aiden a wrench, but not thinking about it. He hasn't been here. Gum has it, which I haven't streamed for over a month, but even with trivia, when I was doing trivia, they never showed up, because I don't mean, not that I care, but if I was worried about getting big numbers and subs, I'd definitely be promoting. I just don't care if I get big or not. Hell, got online today, I gained a sub somehow, some way. I don't know who, what, where, but...
You gave him Subway?
No, I got a sub. I got one more
Oh,
sub today. I was at 65 and all of a sudden 66. And I hate that I can't say who it is, or because you can do it private or publicly when you sub to somebody. But
you ever
anyway,
had Subway?
did I have a who, what, where?
Subway?
Subway? Yeah, I used to eat Subway all the time. I burn out on Subway or sandwiches kind of in general, unless it's bologna and cheese. That's my go-to.
Oh,
I drive my mom nuts. She'll fix a whole meal, and really all I want is a bologna and cheese sandwich. But with my digestive problems, I get really kind of funky at some of the stuff I eat because it
oh.
tears me
Hope
up.
you're all right, Ron. You're a good young.
I'm all right. I grew up to be just like gangster ghost. So I'm all the good.
Oh, oh last time I went, that second show I had was with Dustin. He wanted to do a review, but he couldn't finish doing the review because he was having problems with restream.
Really? Okay, I lied. Now I'm up to 67. How do I get subs and I don't know these things?
I'm one of
No,
them.
blowing up. No, don't blow up.
Oh, because at my old channel I had, I
Yeah,
started in 2014. I thought I was dead, but came back to life.
you did. You resurrected. You're on the resurrection gangster tour.
Yeah, it had 322 subs to it. I never knew I had that. And here's videos that. Oh yeah, I think I told you about. I had 120,000 views on it.
120,000 views. Wow. See, that's where I kicked myself, is because when I started saving everything, taking it off my YouTube, because I was going to delete my channel and just stay over on my the new account, or the new channel, because I had one, and I don't know why. I had one video up there. It was a short of my mom's dog Chewy, and I forgot what he was doing. Maybe that's where the very first one I did, where he went to our videoed him at the what I call the swimming hole. I'd bring both the dogs to the creek and just let them go nuts. They love it. But we were so starving for water in our creeks around here that the creek was really low, which they could still play in it when it went down there. But I like the running water, and that's why I like this area. So, like if there's any chemicals or nasties, it just floats on down the creek, and it's not really deep. But we made a bridge because we had to get the farm equipment back to what we call the south, or the north 20 acres that you can't get to. So I haven't brought them down there for a while. But anyway, I made one, and I forgot. I think, Chewy at the swimming hole, or it's back up there, but it had like 8,000 or 9,000 views, and it's like, how in the hell does that one little thing get clipped like that? I need to go back, and I don't know why I didn't download them as shorts, but all the other dog pick ones, those are just supposed to be in the shorts to get them out of the way. But I still got to go back and redo, which I'm probably going to start doing that next weekend. My stuff about what the one about the desmoid tumor and everything involved in that, and break it up into like a series, different, like instead of one big one, because it ended up being 3 hours. But I screwed up because I didn't realize you had to share screen every time you use a different page. But I know now. But the lady that runs the desmoid tumor support group saw it, and she said, "You did a great job," but so she gave me some hints or some tips, because that's what she does that. But there's not a whole lot about desmoid tumors out there, so she's excited that I'm gonna at least try to get some information out there. I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, but yeah, that all got started when during the fighting with the mafia, that I didn't have cancer, I was lying, and blah 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 blah. So bad turned into a good once I finally get it done and up and over with. But
I hope
anyway,
you're all right.
I am perfect. I am wonderful. I've got YouTube. What more could I want out of life? I don't need food or water. I'll be like Josh and fast for 7 days, which is ridiculous. But Logan, I think I'm going to shut this down, go grab a quick bite to eat, and then may or may not grace Missing Mod with my presence.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. At least I know this works. Now I can do. Oh, I can do this one that I know I still have. I still got this. I love that one. I do. But anyway, I'm going to shut her down. I'll probably see you in about 20 minutes, Logan.
Yes.
And thanks
Bye.
everybody else.
Thank you.
Goodbye.